the work that my colleagues and I do basically looks at effects of stress on progression of cancer. And we've looked at direct effects of stress on the immune response in cancer, as well as looking at effects of stress on the tumor microenvironment and on activities of tumor cells. And by stress, we're looking at not only stress we're using as a large category to look at things like depression, lifetime stress, social isolation, and in contrast, we're also looking at social support, well-being, resilience. So we're looking at both sides of the coin. So the bottom line is that we see that these behavioral factors affect both the immune response as well as affecting tumor progression. So basically we see that, and I should say that most of the work that we've done has been in ovarian cancer. We see that patients with a lack of social support or patients with higher levels of distress have a poorer innate immune response and a poorer T-cell response in their tumor infiltrating lymphocytes, which is particularly relevant to immunotherapies. And the other thing that we see complementing that is that patients with I would say greater depression, poorer social support, have higher levels of gene expression that is related to tumor aggressiveness. And we've looked at we've looked at gene expression from tumors in patients who are matched for histology and stage of disease and age and a variety of clinical characteristics. And then we've looked at patients who are essentially on the worst end of the spectrum socially. So they have no social support or little social support and high depression versus those patients who have high levels of social support and low depression. And we see really a marked contrast in these patients, that those with high levels of depression have a gene signature that is related to greater level of aggressiveness and tumor activation, the kinds of things that would underlie tumor progression.